Yo, it's your boy Oakley, and today we're just gonna be doing yet another My Hair What If. So it is what it is. No, we're chilling. So this is what if Deku was Obito, or what if he had his powers, I should say. So yeah. So ye. So it's pretty much what if he had his powers. And Deku's is around the age of 4, and he pretty much has a useless quirk to other people's eyes, or a quirk that you can't become a hero with, because yeah, it's just mind control with the eyes, and his eyes turn red. Ever since since Deku was pretty much being bullied, he always likes to hide himself. So he would pretty much always wear a hoodie or something that's gonna make somebody not really know that he's there. So Deku's pretty much don't want to be seen. And when he gets over after training his Sharingan, it's basically 1 Tomoe, 2 Tomoe, then 3 Tomoe. He's gonna have 3 Tomoe for now, and yeah, it's gonna be is what it is. And he doesn't really have any friends, but and he pretty much gets bullied by Bakugo. He don't even care. He's his own person. He's Obito. And Deku does not have green hair. He has black hair, and he's just a god. So, at the age of, or when he's in middle school, he's in middle school, and Deku, Deku is pretty much going to be, like when he's pretty much gonna be like chilling, and the class announces that Bakugo and Deku are going to UA, and obviously, what's the name? Bakugo don't like that. Bakugo does not like that. Deku is trying to go to UA. So he tries to explode his decks, and Deku has the Obito orange mask at this point. And he's not wearing it because school and all that shit. But he just looks at him, and he has these red eyes, and Bakugo doesn't really see him use his quirk. So he's like, what? And he pretty much gets put into a genjutsu where he just, I don't know, just stops moving and falls on the floor. Pretty much school ends, and they kind of leave him there, and his goons are here to help him. And time skip to where he's walking through the tunnel. He's be able to feel the bloodlust off of the slut villain, and he's like, nah, son. And he would pretty much look the slut villain in the eyes and put it under a genjutsu, where it would basically be paralyzed. And All Might would come and pretty much do his thing, and he was talking to All Might, and he has All Might to sign his notebook, and it just is what it is, and he has it signed, and he's kind of asking what Deku's quirk is, and he's now a potential candidate for One for All. And Deku trains with All Might for the 10 months to get One for All. But since he is Obito, he is built for it. So he gets the 10 months. He just has to train for like 2 months. Then he gets, fucking One for All. And now he's a full god. And since he just is Obito, he just mastery of anything. Like, if he can handle Bijumo, if he can handle, like, all the power he had in Shippuden, he can handle One for All easy. Like, easy, bro. Easy. So, he can handle One for All easy. I'm not telling you that, bro. He can handle One for All easy. So, he's pretty much handling One for All. Like, he has, like, a good 80% of One for All. And, it is what it is. And he gets to UA entrance exam. Yeah. He's at the UA entrance exam and Bakugo sees him. He gets mad. They kind of stare at each other. Bakugo kind of forgot about the eye contact thing. And Deku has gotten to the point of power where he can always leave his Sharingan on. Like, it doesn't matter, it doesn't drain him, he's just a god. So, he can just do whatever he wants. And when he did trip, Uraka would go save him, and, it would just be is what it is. And they kind of know each other now. Because, Deku's, since he has all this power, and he is chosen by All Might, he's just not a nervous wreck around anybody, so he's just a regular person, but he's Obito. So it is what it is, and he's at the UA entrance exam. He pretty much does the written test, and he gets explained to Professor Mike explains the fucking robots, and Deku was like, bet, and he pretty much is not really making the plan because that's not Obito like, or yeah, actually it is. So pretty much he has to know everybody's quirks. So he's pretty much making every case scenario in his head, and he's kind of muttering, and Ida would notice this and try to quiet him down. But Deku would just look up, and he would just see the wrath of the Sharingan, or just feel it, the wrath of the Sharingan, and he would put him under a Genjutsu, which no one can get out of unless he wants them to get out of it, because you have to have chakra to do so. So he puts him under a Genjutsu, and either pretty much regains, pretty much will be able to live when he's pretty much standing there right in front of the gate, and he would look at Deku, and he just wouldn't want to talk to him, and Deku would know some jutsu like Shadow Clone, Chidori, Rasengan. I'm just trying to make him overpowered. It is what it is. But it is what it is. So Deku is pretty much chilling, and he sees Uraka, and he goes up to talk to her. But when Deku goes up to her, Obito goes up to talk to her, Ida would try to stop him, I guess you can say. Ida would try to stop him. And it would pretty much be, it is what it is. And he would pretty much make a Shadow Clone. Shadow Clone would take care of Ida, and he would talk to him. And they would have a conversation, and they would pretty much get ready for the entrance exam. And the gate opens, and they start running off. Deku is the fastest. It doesn't matter who got a speed quirk. Fuck it all. He's the fastest. So he's pretty much just punching through this shit, bro. And it just is what it is. He's pretty much using all of his power to his ability. So it was just it for him. Hey Deku. Deku's pretty much using his quirk to, not really his quirk, but his fucking jutsu, I guess you can say, to fuck up shit up. Just fuck shit up, bro. He has more points than Bakugo, and he's doing pretty good, and to the point where he has a good 86 points. So he's just chilling on top of a roof, just looking around, and he sees a zero pointer. He says, he sees everybody running from it, and he sees Uraka under the debris because the zero pointer knocked it over, knocked the building over, I guess. And Deku is seeing this. He's like, nah, this ain't gonna happen. Nah. He says, nah, it's just not gonna happen. So he pretty much rushes over there. He pretty much makes 5 shadow clones, and people are looking at him like, what? Oh, he must have some type of duplication quirk. And since he is a god, like Naruto. He can keep his he can keep his shadow clones to the point where he can get hit, but they can still they can get hit, but they can still come. They can still, I guess you can say, fucking. They can still be hittable, and again, you can still hit it after you hit it once, and they can fight you or whatever. So yeah, it is what it is. And Deku is pretty much bodying people, or the robot. He pretty much just goes in for Chidori and just walks up the leg and goes straight through the chin, does a kick flip off of it, and lands and saves Uraka, pretty much looking like the coolest person in there. And yeah, it is what it is. He goes out back to his house, and since he had his mask on, no one knows who he is or what he looks like. So yeah, I don't know why, but in this picture, Obito looks black. I, I must be colorblind because I see it, but no one else sees it. I don't know. Are people seeing him like darker than he usually is? I don't know. But it is what it is, though. And Deku is pretty much chilling out at his house when he gets the letter from UA that he got it. It's just like, yeah, he's kind of excited, and he pretty much goes to UA, and he's looking for the class because he's kind of late, and he's just looking for it, and it is what it is. He pretty much is going to try to find the class. Once he does, he's pretty much where Uraka is, and he pretty much says hi to her, and that's how she realizes the voice and the hair and everything, and she realizes, oh, that's the one that saved me. She would thank him for it, and they would walk into the class. It would just be like that sometimes, and people will slowly, get to the conclusion that that's the kid who did it. And Ida would walk up to him after, after he's seated, and Ida would basically like, so are you the kid who destroyed the zero pointer? Like, how did you know? It's like, and Obito pretty much just looks at him, and since he just doesn't like Ida right now, he don't want to hear nothing from him. He don't want to hear no praise from Ida after he basically tried to diss him for muttering. So he just looks at him, doesn't say anything, and and he just sees his Sharingan go to 1 to Moe to 2 to 3. He gets put under a Genjutsu, and this Genjutsu is basically Ida opening up the window and jumping out. I don't care what floor he is on, he's just gonna jump out, and he would pretty much be fucking awakened from the Genjutsu like the last second, and he would just fall to the floor, to the ground, and he would think that Deku pretty much pushed him out. And once they do eventually get outside, Ida would basically complain to Aizawa that he pushed him out, and everybody was like, nah, you kind of just jumped out. And he's pretty much like preposterous. I would never do such a thing. And he just doesn't look like Obito. And Bakugo pretty much just like, fucking Obito's here. And Deku just doesn't fuck with him, bro. And Aizawa pretty much explains the test, and he hands the ball to Obito because he got first place. Todoroki would be pretty much piqued by this, like, oh, he got first place? I'm gonna beat him now, because he's like All Might now. So, Deku would throw the ball, and since he was, like, before, when he was truly Madara Uchiha, or not truly Madara Uchiha, Obito Uchiha, I don't know why Madara came in my head, but Obito, when he was Obito, he was pretty much a god when he died. So he's gonna have that power. Like, he's gonna have power. He's gonna have that power without looking like a god. So he's gonna have pretty much infinite power. So he would get infinity. He would get first place on everything. Everybody being amazed by his power. And Uraraka is even like, I know I would have got infinity on that, but you, of all, like anybody else in the class, I would never think anybody was gonna come close to that. And no, Bakugo would basically say, how did you get this? How did you get this strong? And Obito would basically look at him and say genetics and walk away. And no, that was pretty much their first day. And now All Might is there pretty much telling them about, well, all this hero versus villains talk. And he pretty much arranges the teams pretty good. And it is what it is. He arranges the teams and wait! He arranges the teams and they get ready, and that's pretty much where I'm gonna leave it off for now. So yeah, bye.